What's going on, y'all? Let's kick it. Let's kick it, man. This is my second episode, officially my second episode. I don't do it much. But if y'all want to talk about some kicks, man, let's get into it. There's been some stuff going on in the shoe world. If y'all ain't noticed, if y'all don't pay attention, you know what I mean? I follow a few people on Instagram. I'm gonna bring them up, bring up his clips. But last week they released these Reimagine ones, UNC Reimagine, what they call them? They call them the UNC Reimagine ones. And I guess I ain't really into shoes this much, but I guess the midsole is supposed to be an age midsole. And so it's been some people saying that the shoe is trash. You know what I mean? Saying the shoe is trash. And there's this guy on there. I'm gonna play it. I'm just gonna get right into it, man. I'm gonna get right into it, and y'all can tell me what y'all think in the comments. Y'all can tell me what y'all think in the comments. Let me know if y'all hear me too. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me get into it. Where he at right here? So this man he did about 3 different reactions to this. They're a couple minutes long. Let's hear him out though.
Twitter, YouTube, talking trash about this shoe. Had not even seen this shoe in person. You saw videos, you saw pictures, you saw all the videos that showed it looking piss yellow and looking all aged and just looked horrible, whatever. Talked about it trash, said it was no good or whatever. Everybody wants to be relevant. I'm doing this video to be a little relevant, to be perfectly honest. But at the same time too, it's like nobody wants to have their own mind. You following the crowd too much. Just like if you don't post hot shoes or anything like that, people don't even want to see regular shoes anymore. Stuff that doesn't get hype or whatever, doesn't get likes or anything like that. All you want to see is the hype hot stuff or the fire Jordans or whatever. There's more shoes to it than just Jordan. Other Nikes too, other shoes in general. But the problem that I have is that, again, a lot of people had not seen this shoe and talked about it, said it was horrible or whatever. If you don't like it because you don't like it, that's fine. But stop being a follower. But half of you don't realize that both of these shoes, the soles, look exactly the same. But you're gonna call this still a great shoe. Yeah, even though it's got the yellow midsole a little bit, it's still good though. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you're looking at these two shoes side by side and you see the midsole, they look exactly the same. But half people wouldn't know that because you're just going off of what somebody else is saying, or you're just going off of a picture instead of making up your own mind. Need to change. Need to look in the mirror.
Now let me pause it here. I'm gonna pause it right here. So for y'all who don't know shoes and who ain't into shoes like that, I think them call like the UNLVs or something like that. That red shoe right there was a real hot drop. Why, I don't know. Me personally, I don't like the shoe. I don't like the gray in the shoe, honestly. And I'm not a big guy. I'm not a big fan of ones. Only got one pair of ones, honestly. And these blue shoes right here is the reimagined. He said that's the 80s rubber technology. Who said that? He said that's the 80s rubber technology. There goes somebody in the comments right there who disagrees with the yellow and midsole, right? I think that's what they're getting at. But that blue shoe right there, I think is a better looking shoe than hyped up UNLVs or whatever they call them, right? And he's saying basically people are going with the fashion trends instead of their own personal swag. And so you letting these shoe reviewers talk you out of getting a pair of shoes that you never even seen in person. And so you refusing to get the shoe because and a lot of people don't even go to brick and mortar stores no more. They order online. And so you will never see the shoe in person if you just order your shoes online anyways. So you just going off what shoe reviews are talking about. And this is what he's talking about. Let's get back into it.
What you need to do for yourself instead of stop trying to follow the crowd. Do you?
Do you? Don't follow the crowd. Do you? Let me see. Let me go find this so I can get this off the screen. That's what he's saying. He's saying, don't follow the crowd. Do you? And a lot of people, that's what they do with these shoes. They buy shoes because they think it's going to be hot. It's the resellers, and some people are just trend riders. But I come from the urban culture. Like, we're the ones that started this trend. We're the ones that made these shoes what they are. We the ones that packed the malls up, right? We the ones that made the Jordan shoe what it is today. We the ones that made the Air Maxes hot. We the ones that made the King Griffeys hot. We the ones, the Pippins, the Barclays. It's the urban ones that started this. And so a lot of people are hopping into the shoe game and they just following trends and not going with their own style. That's what this man's talking about. Right? And so he even made a second video. He made a second video following that up for the people in the comments that didn't understand what he was talking about. Right? And who misunderstood what he was talking about. So let's get into that one.
One right back before about the UNC one and the colorway and stuff. I agree with some of the comments that I've already commented back to, but look, I've been driving, so I haven't been able to do too much. There was a few times where I stopped here and there that I was able to respond back to some people, but I'm gonna get back to everybody. But listen, some of the age look, yes, I agree to a point. It's kind of getting old, but at the same time too, it works with a lot of stuff. So I'm with it, and sometimes I'm not. Sometimes you want that clean look, and sometimes you want that age look. So yes, they went with the age look on these. Would it have been better with it just being a white midsole and clean? Yes, maybe so. But again, it's reimagined. So they're doing stuff different. It is what it is. But again, the age look works on some colorways and some colorways it doesn't. So I get that. And I agree with some people had said in the comments about the age midsole working with the unions well, but
Exactly.
not working with these.
Exactly.
Everybody has their own differences of opinions. And that's
Whichever.
what's good about this. Some people may say, oh, it works.
Let me pause that real quick. I got a comment. Stacky Rule, for real. Whichever color match the fit. That's what we wear the shoes for. We don't buy the shoes to put them on the shelf. We don't buy the shoes to create content. We buy the shoes to actually wear the shoes, man. Right? Now, I am trying to get into the content creating because I'm like, might as well try to make some money. Well, not I ain't gonna say make some money, but turn my hobby of spending into a hobby of entertainment. You know what I mean? Because I really mess with these shoes, man. But let's get back to it.
Here's what it is at this point. We have no control over what Jordan Brand Nike does with these shoes. Again, it's a reimagine. They weren't going to do it like the 2015. They weren't going to do it like the SB Lows that they did with the white midsole. Have those. I'm not going to pull them out. I just got home. I'm tired. But at the same time, too, again, it's not trash. Midsoles are the same. If you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. Save your money, put your money back in your pocket. You ain't got to buy it. But if you like the shoe, stop listening to the trolls. And in regards to the trolls, I'm here for you guys. If you're concerned about me so much.
Now, trolling a shoe content creator is wild. I heard about some internet trolls, but I ain't never heard of an internet trolling a content creator that's making shoes. But when it comes to that stuff, I guess there's no holds barns with that. But what he getting at is the midsoles. The midsoles is aged on one shoe, and people call it trash. But the other shoe, they call the midsole hot. That is some heat. Now, I get what he's saying because sometimes it do go good, sometimes it don't go good, right? But it's up to you. It's up to you to determine what's good and what's not good, not for people like me and other shoe content creators to judge your shoes. You know what I mean? But do what's good for you when it comes to these shoes, man. But let's see what he got to say about these trolls, man. Let's see what he got to say about these trolls.
Then send me some money. At the same time, too, I'm not about to throw away all my hats because they're a little too big. And if that's the first thing that you're concerned about when you watch my videos, and that's the only comment that you could make, is that, oh, your hat's too big.
now, now shout out to my boy, man. Drip check on Instagram. Go give him a follow, man. Drip check on Instagram. Right? I gotta admit, that hat kind of big. Y'all can't see it on TikTok. On TikTok, I'm just going live of me doing my live streaming. You know what I mean? Y'all can't see what I see over here. Y'all just see me reacting to what I see over here and what I'm doing over here. But the hat was big, right? I mean, when I say the hat was big, right? But he went on to explain why the hat was so big. He bought the hat when he had hair, right? And so I already know that bruh is in that unk age. You feel me? I know about the unk age. I'm bald head too. I used to have a bigger hat too. So I but what the internet trolls is wild, man. The internet trolls is wild. Like y'all see all them shoes, and y'all gonna talk about his hat. Now me, I'm a Cowboy fan, so I'd have been talking about them Steelers. Let's go back to it. Let's go back to it, so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Because it is football
I
season.
bought these hats when I had a lot more hair on my head. I'm not
Y'all
spending
see
50, 60,
y'all see that
70,
Steelers
$80
thing in the
or
background?
anything like that on any more hats. If I buy a new one,
Y'all see that?
cool. But I'm gonna wear what I
And
got.
it's Cowboy
So if
Nation.
you're that concerned about my hats being too big,
That's what I'm
cool.
trolling.
All right, I got another
The
haircut.
hat is
I ain't got no
big
more
though.
hair. When I bought these, I had a lot more hair on my head. So of course it's not gonna fit. But if you're that concerned, send me some money. Let me know. All right,
TikTok.
another grown man or another person
I want
worried
to share this
about
post
somebody's hat and
on
not
my
worried about what the
TikTok so y'all can see
content or what they're
what the hat he
saying,
was wearing. What
obviously
he
you got a
talking
problem.
about?
I'm not concerned about it.
I'm gonna clip drip check on Instagram, right? And so this is a problem though, because sometimes I think that even in our communities, that people are going after the shoe because of the hype. Like every Jordan ain't all that. Like there's some Jordans that I got that it's hard to even find clothes to go with them because the colorway is so off. Like the colorway is just so different. He said, I'll send me some too. Oh, you talking about send some money? For sure. For sure. Send me some money too. If that's what you talk about. Let me know if that's what you mean when you say send some too. But a lot of us we go after these shoes because of the name on the shoe. Not really because we like the shoe. We just want to have a clout. We want to have a status. You know what I mean? You got to individualize your swag. Sometimes Pumas is cool. Sometimes New Balances is cool. Asics is cool. These youngsters, they start their own stuff. Yeah, exactly. Send me some money too. They for sure could do that to trolls. If you don't like my hat, send me some hat money. You know what I mean? Send me some gifts in the comments. Support the content and support the wallet. Yeah, don't just comment. Send a gift in the comments with it. You know what I mean? I think his page is monetized too. But yeah, man, we gotta we gotta let our youngins choose their own shoes. right? We can't push our style onto them. We can't let the mainstream media push their style onto them. Like Balenciagas. I be seeing people wear some ugly ass Balenciagas. And I think they know the shoes is ugly, but it's the name on the shoe, right? And to me, it don't make no sense to spend all that money on some ugly ass shoes. It don't make no sense because of the name on it. But that's what people doing. They going off trends and they trying to have a status. You know what I mean? They trying to have a status. And I don't know how come shoes give us status and where it started at. But when you really think about it, man, shoes do give us a status, man. When you got some nice shoes on, you feel good. Kids, when they go to school with some nice shoes on, they don't get teased. Go to school in some Walmart shoes and see what happened. See what happened, what they call them when you if you got some miser parents. Let your parents be misers. I actually put that there. Let your parents be tight with the wallet and they see back in the days, remember them Payless shoes, y'all? I know y'all remember the Payless shoes. Man, my favorite Payless shoes was them Pro Wings. Hop in the comments. What was your favorite Payless shoes? Let me know. Let me know what your favorite Payless shoes was, man. And don't act like and don't act like y'all don't had no Payless shoes. Because I know y'all had some Payless shoes. Come on, man, let's talk about it. But I wanna play his last reaction because the shoe world be going crazy, man, about them reimagined UNC ones. What they call them UNC ones reimagined. It's been going crazy. So let's play this last video. Let's get
To
into it.
address something real quick about the last video that I did about these two
Fake
shoes, real quick.
checkerboard.
But real quick, I appreciate everyone who's been commenting, making stuff and everything, whether you like it or you don't, anything like that. So right now, if I look tired, I just got off of work. If my hands is ashy, I just got off of work. I don't care. One thing I want to address real quick and say is this: a lot of people are only hearing what they want to hear. I said this
Mm.
in my story. Are you listening to respond, or are you listening to understand the message?
I gotta. He talking to some people. He talking to them, and he said, "Are you listening to respond? Are you listening to understand?" I think that's what he said. Listen to understand. He in a real argument with these trolls, man, about these shoes, man. This how serious shoes is. Y'all onlookers and be like, oh look at that, look how. No, we serious about these shoes. Don't call my shoes ugly. Cause I spend time and money trying to get these shoes. Y'all know what we be going through to get these shoes, man. Some of these people is paying aftermarket prices on these shoes, and y'all got the nerves to call them ugly. Yeah, let's get back to it. Cause he talking to
A
him.
lot of people aren't getting the message. What I'm saying is this: I'm not telling people what to do,
What
what
you
not to
saying?
do. What I'm trying to do is to say, what I'm trying to say is this:
What you saying?
you make up your own mind. Don't go off of somebody else's opinions. You need to be your own individual person. That's what I'm trying to tell people to do, is to make up their mind on something themselves and not go off.
Let me pause that right there. He's speaking about individuality. Your shoes are a part of your presentation. They're a part of your physical presentation. You know what I mean? And so, and they make up probably the most important part of your physical presentation besides your teeth. I ain't even trying to be funny. Besides your teeth. The women going for men, they gonna look at your teeth, then they gonna look at your shoes. Right? And so you gotta have individuality, right? You can't just be wearing some shoes because they're popular among sneakerheads. Because what's popular among sneakerheads isn't popular amongst everyone. We have to remember that, right? And if you got a pair of shoes that don't fit your individuality, your personal swag, you're gonna look stupid in them, man. You're gonna look stupid in them. You ain't gonna know how to swag them. You're gonna look stupid in them. Let's get back to it. Oh yeah, and they keep the feet hurt, man. Let me pin this comment right here. I'm gonna let me and they keep the feet hurting. Do y'all know this? Wearing J's is almost like what y'all women be complaining about when y'all wear them high heels in the club. When you wear J's out in the club, your pinky toe start hurting. For real, for real. You be ready to come out the motherfuckers. You be like, when we gonna go home? My feet is hurting right now on these J's. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The ones that really wear them for who wear them to wear them and don't buy them for the sport. Because shoes ain't a sport to me, man. Let's get back to it though. There we go. There we go.
Of this. Everything I said about this, yes, that's the thing. But what I'm saying is don't pass on something if you like it because of what somebody else said. Use your own mind. Go see it for yourself. Do your own research
TikTok,
for
man. Y'all
yourself to
see me?
find out
Y'all
whether or
see me?
not
Don't lie.
you like it or not.
Tell y'all what I'm
If
looking
you don't
at.
like the color, cool. If you
What I'm
don't
doing
like the
over
shoe
here.
overall, cool. If you don't like ones overall, cool. If you don't like the cracked leather, whatever it may be,
Cool.
the midsole, I don't give a damn. And I don't curse. But the thing what I'm trying to do is people only hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear what actually is the message. It's for people to be their own individual person. It's for people to do stuff for themselves, not for somebody else. When you start doing that, then you'll understand. But too many people are in their feelings and don't read, don't listen to everything, because a lot of times some of the message is in the captions that people don't read. Not just mine, anything like that. We got short attention spans and we scroll, and we don't read and we don't look at stuff. I'm telling people to make up their own mind. One dude said, "Oh, you're the problem." I'm not the problem. I'm trying to get you to be your own person, which you should already be, and
He
not be
said
a
he the
sheep.
problem.
So if you want to continue to have everything your own narrative, then cool. All I'm trying to say is this. Don't pass up on shoes. Don't pass up on stuff in life in general until you do your own research, until you make up your own mind. Be your own person. If you don't like something, cool. If you do, cool. We all are different. Sneakers are subjective. We are not going to all like the same things. The main thing is for you to do you.
That now that's the main thing. The main thing is for you to do you. That's the main thing. And what's so crazy is he was getting real deep. He was getting real deep. He was getting real deep. And shoes took him there. That's how serious shoes is, man. Shoes really take you there, man. Shoes took him that deep, man. He was preaching. Do what's best for you. Do you, right? Don't get into this because get into shoes because everybody else like them is expensive. If you try to buy every pair of shoes that everybody says is gonna be uh a hot cop, you're gonna be broke. You're gonna be broke. And yeah, Jordan has been coming out with some heat this year. I ain't gonna lie to you. They've been coming with it. They've been coming with it. I got those 11 lows, metallic fives, the flu games, the black toe ones, my first ever pair of ones, the black toe reimagined ones. Started off this year with the black cats, threes. I've been getting it. I've been getting it in. So, but I can't get every pair. But this year is hot. This year is hot, man. And this week is coming up with them Carmelo 12s. I wish I had a picture of them. I'll bring them up so y'all can see them if y'all don't know what they look like. But that's for the shoe people. The shoe people know what I'm talking about. If you watching this and you in the shoes, you know about them Carmelo 12s. And 12s is my favorite pair of shoes. And I'm contemplating on trying to get them a holding out until next week to get them cement fours, them OGs, man. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the OG cement fours, honestly. You know what I mean? Because I've been going shoe crazy all year long. I get shoes, man, and I wear my shoes too. I always get them. But yeah, though, but individuality is something that's important in life, and most definitely when it comes to what's on your feet, because you're gonna have to wear them. You spend all your money, you buy that expensive pair of shoes if you want to, because everybody else like them. When you put them on, your feet start hurting, and they start rubbing against your heel, and now you don't like them because they ain't comfortable. But you got them because the sneakerhead said it was a hype. What they call them, a hyper beast. I don't even know what hyper beast is. If you know what a hyper beast is, comment for me, because I only been I gave y'all my story at the end of the day. I said at the end of the live, I give you a little bit more of my story at the end of the live, so y'all can understand why I don't know what a hyper beast is. Right? I just start learning now what the OGs is. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you. I just start learning what the OGs is. But let me go ahead and get into this right here, man. We're gonna get into a little bit of the culture. And the reason why we're gonna get into a little bit of the culture before we go is because that's what I do it for. I ain't trying to promote shoes or nothing like that. I really want to talk about the culture and where this sneakerhead uh hype, whatever pandemonia, this sneakerhead pandemonia come from, man. It come from us. Right? We the one fuel it, right? But I'm about to bring up a clip from the Real Blunt podcast, man. The Real Blunt podcast. Y'all hear me on TikTok? Real Blunt, REALBLUNT, on YouTube, Facebook, on all the platforms. It's a good podcast. The brother and sister, they be sitting here talking about the culture, man, in the real way, man. So y'all go subscribe and follow. This is something
Viewers
I
that
clicked
just
from
go
they
out
live.
random places and they ask people questions. It was one of those. He asked the guy, random dude, if you had got $1 million right now, what you gonna spend it on? And dude said, I ain't even gonna lie, bruh. I'm gonna buy some J's, a couple bust downs, this and that, maybe a couple Lamborghinis, a couple houses.
Right now, I'm gonna play that back. I'm gonna play it back so y'all can catch it.
And you know how you get those interviewers that just go out random places and they ask people questions. It was one of those. He asked the guy, random dude, if you had got $1 million right now, what you gonna spend it on? And dude said, I ain't even gonna lie, bruh. I'm gonna go buy some J's, a couple bust downs, this and that, maybe a couple Lamborghinis, a couple houses.
Can y'all hear this on my TikTok? I don't know if y'all can hear it over there, man. I'm gonna have to go get me a Bluetooth speaker so it can play louder so y'all can hear what's going on my TikTok. I got any comments over here to respond to? Let me see. Y'all let me know. But now they wasn't talking about shoes. They were talking about financial literacy in our community. They were talking about the type of things in our community that we invest our money in. And I'm from the same city as the two people in this podcast. I'm not saying that all African Americans are like this. I'm not paintbrushing the whole race of people. But what I am saying is that in the hood, and y'all know about the hood. If you're from the hood, you know what the hood is. We don't have to explain what the hood is, right? But in the hood, there are a lot of black men and women that get status from shoes. And so if they come into some money, the first thing he said, because he said some other stuff that was good, he ended by saying houses, right? But let's go back to it so we can rehear what the first thing he
Places and
said
they asked
was.
people questions. It was one of those. He asked the guy, random dude, if you had got $1 million right now, what you gonna spend it on? And dude said, I ain't even gonna lie, bruh. I'm gonna go buy some J's, a couple bust downs, this and that, maybe a couple.
So the guy's response to the question is this for TikTok. What would you do if you had $1 million? The young man's response was the first thing he said was gonna go buy some J's, right? And I already know why he want to go buy some J's because I talked about it earlier. Shoes are a part of your individuality, right? Shoes are a part of your physical presentation. It's a major, major part of your physical presentation. And so the first thing he thought about was, I'm gonna get my physical presentation right if I touch a millie, right? A lot of this comes from us being deprived of the financial stability and the financial health. I'm gonna call it financial health. The financial health to where your parents can afford to splurge every now and then on a luxury shoe. Right. And so when we finally get some money to splurge on a luxury shoe, that's what we go splurge on. Shoes. A millie, let me go get some J's. Let me go get fresh. You know what I mean? I got teased as a kid for being dusty, for being bummy. In the hood, y'all know what them words mean, dusty, bummy. Y'all know the exact words we use, right? Ran down shoes talking. Shoe, come on, man. I know, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say shoes talking. I'm talking about every step you take, half your soul go like this. Every step you take, you dragging your soul because your parents can afford a new pair of shoes. And then you see rappers, sports players, you see well-known media people wearing these shoes that you want. And these shoes is a less expensive thing that they have. So we go get shoes because that's the only thing we could afford that the stars got. We can't afford to live where they live at. We can't afford to drive what they drive. We can't afford the expensive clothes they got on. But the only thing within our reach is the shoes. And so that's probably how come that young man said hypothetically the first thing he gonna spend his money on is some J's if he came across the millie. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. I spend my tax money on J's. So if I came across a millie, it's for sure gonna be a few thousand going on shoes. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be honest with you. But there is something to learn in what they was talking about. We have to be smart with our money. We have to invest our money into ourselves and not just into our shoe collection. Because our shoe collection is gonna fall apart one day. You know what I mean? If you got kids, you might be able to leave a few pair behind to them if they fit your size. But for the most part, shoes is wasting money. Wasting money. But it make you feel good. And if you like me, you only gonna wear your shoes a few times because you ain't trying to walk out with the creases in them. Who wants to be with creases in their shoes? But yeah, though, man, that's that. But before I get up out of here, I gotta go over my latest cop. This won't be a shoe content creating page if I didn't go over my latest cop. Right? Oh man. I had to. I had to get in. Y'all see him? Let me y'all see him? Them Barclays, boy. My looking like my doppelganger. Yeah, I had to get them for my doppelganger shoes, man. I, Jordans, Barclays, Dion's. Is that my top three in that order? I don't know. But yeah, though. There's my latest cops. My latest cop right there, man. Let me put a picture up of them for y'all, man. Let me put a picture up for y'all because they look even better on this picture right here. Look at them bad boys, man. Yeah, how to get them Barclays, man. And let me know if they release these in y'all if they release these in y'all city. Let me know if they release these in y'all city. Hold on. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Somebody knows shoes over here. Shouts out to Tacky Roo, man. Stacky, is it Stacky Roo or Tacky Roo or is it S Tacky? Is it S Tacky Roo? Shouts out to S Tacky Roo, man. Yeah, yeah. Somebody knows some shoes, man. Somebody knows shoes. Yeah. I can't wait to put them bad boys on. I got a line of shoes I need to wear. But that's it though, man. That's it, man. And oh, Stacky. What do you say? Stacky is tacky. It's Stacky. Stacky. Stacky is tacky. But he's saying I think it's tacky, Stacky Roo. Like stacking them onions. That's what I'm thinking you talking about. You talking about like stacking them bucks? I think that's his name, Stacky Roo, man. Shouts out to Stacky Roo, man, on YouTube, man. I'll go give him a follow. Uh, but this is your boy, man. Jay got him. I forgot that's my stage name is Jay got him. But I'm signing out, man. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, man. May Allah bless y'all. Juma Mubarak for all my Muslims that might be watching this, man. Juma Mubarak. It is Friday, man. It's a day of worship, man. Hopefully y'all was able to make it to Juma. Hopefully Allah answer y'all prayers, man. May Allah bless and be pleased with every one of y'all. Thank y'all very much.